There are places on Earth that feel untouched by time, where landscapes rise from myth and cities seem carved from imagination. In a region often seen through the lens of conflict, there exists a deeper story, one shaped by centuries of culture, trade, and survival. On the southern edge of the Arabian Peninsula lies Yemen, a land of striking contrasts and ancient identity. From towering mud brick cities that reach toward the sky to remote islands isolated in the open sea, this is a geography both dramatic and diverse. Historically, Yemen stood at the heart of ancient trade routes, connecting the incense trade between Arabia, Africa, and the Mediterranean. Its cities flourished as centers of commerce and culture, leaving behind architectural wonders that still stand today, testaments to both ingenuity and resilience. Yet beyond its history lies something rarely seen: hidden valleys, mountain villages, and coastal landscapes that feel suspended between past and present. Places where life continues quietly despite the challenges that define the modern narrative. A land of depth, contrast, and untold beauty. At the southern edge of the Arabian Peninsula, where mountains rise sharply from desert plains and coastlines stretch into open sea, there exists a land shaped by both isolation and connection. In today's world, it is often seen through the lens of crisis, yet beneath that lies a history far older and far more enduring. In Yemen, geography defines everything. Highland regions capture seasonal rains, creating terraced landscapes carved into steep mountains, while vast deserts extend into silence and coastal plains open toward major maritime routes. This position once made Yemen a vital crossroads of ancient trade, linking Arabia, Africa, and the Mediterranean through the famous incense routes. Historically, it was home to powerful kingdoms such as Saba, whose influence spread across the region through trade and innovation. Legends of the Queen of Sheba emerged from this era, reflecting a time when Yemen stood at the center of cultural and economic exchange. Over centuries, various empires and local dynasties shaped its cities, leaving behind architecture and traditions that still define the country today. Culturally, this diversity remains visible in language, architecture, and daily life, from mud brick tower houses in the highlands to coastal communities shaped by maritime traditions. Despite modern challenges, these cultural identities continue to endure, a place where geography shapes resilience and history continues to live within the present. Far out in the open ocean, isolated from the rhythms of the mainland, there exists an island where evolution has taken its own path, a place so unique it feels less like part of our world and more like a fragment of another, quiet, untouched, and almost surreal. Off the coast of Yemen lies Socotra Island, often described as the most alien-looking place on Earth. Separated from the mainland for millions of years, this island has developed an ecosystem found nowhere else, with nearly a third of its plant life existing only here. Among its most iconic features is the dragon's blood tree, with its umbrella-shaped canopy and deep red sap standing like a symbol of isolation and adaptation across the island's rugged terrain. Strange bottle trees, limestone plateaus, and white sand beaches combine to create a landscape that defies expectation. Yet beyond its visual uniqueness, Socotra holds a delicate balance. Its ecosystems are highly sensitive, shaped by limited resources and isolation, making preservation essential in the face of growing environmental pressures. At the edge of an island shaped by isolation where rugged terrain meets open sea, there exists a shoreline that feels almost untouched by time. A place where simplicity becomes beauty and silence becomes part of the landscape itself. On the western coast of Socotra Island, within Yemen, lies Qalansia Beach, a stretch of coastline defined by its pure white sands and crystal-clear turquoise waters. Surrounded by dramatic cliffs and rolling dunes, the beach unfolds in wide-open curves that feel both expansive and undisturbed. Here, the ocean moves with a quiet rhythm. Waves break gently along the shore while seabirds drift across the horizon, and the light shifts constantly, transforming the water from deep blue to luminous green throughout the day. It is a place where movement is subtle, and the experience is defined by stillness. Yet beyond its beauty lies a sense of remoteness. Far from major travel routes, Qalansia remains largely untouched, preserved not by design but by distance. Where wind becomes the only architect and time moves with every shifting grain of sand, there exists a landscape that never truly stays the same. A place where silence stretches endlessly and the horizon feels alive with motion. On Socotra Island within Yemen lie the Zahek sand dunes, vast formations of white sand sculpted by constant coastal winds. Unlike typical desert dunes, their pale color reflects the nearby sea, giving the entire landscape a luminous, almost surreal quality. Here, the dunes rise and fall in soft, flowing lines, shifting with every gust of wind. As light changes throughout the day, so does the terrain, casting long shadows at sunrise and glowing under the intensity of midday sun. The contrast between bright sand and deep blue ocean creates a scene that feels both minimal and striking. Yet beyond their beauty, the dunes remain in constant motion, reshaped daily, never fixed, never permanent. Hidden deep within an island shaped by isolation, where rugged mountains guard what lies beneath, there exists a place where water appears against all expectation. A secret carved into stone, where desert terrain suddenly gives way to something alive, green, and quietly flowing. Here, the contrast is immediate. Barren rock meets vibrant greenery, while still water mirrors the rugged terrain in perfect clarity. The air feels cooler, the silence deeper, and the entire space seems protected from the harshness beyond its walls. But like many hidden places on Socotra, Wadi Dirhoor exists in delicate balance, dependent on seasonal cycles and vulnerable to change. From islands that feel born from another world to coastlines untouched by time, this journey has revealed a land shaped by isolation, adaptation, and quiet resilience. Places where nature evolves differently and where beauty exists far from the familiar. Beyond what is often seen, there is another side: hidden landscapes, rare ecosystems, and environments that continue to exist in fragile balance. A world where distance has preserved what time might have otherwise erased. These are not just destinations, they are reminders of how diverse, how unpredictable, and how extraordinary our planet can be. And like all hidden wonders, there is always more waiting beyond the horizon.